Hey guys, how's it going? Mike Outside here. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to remove your rotors and replace your rotors with the rotors I got drilled and slotted. Now first thing you want to do is jack up your car. Basically you just want to go jack up your car, put jack stands, as well as you're going to want to put wheel chocks in the rear. You also want to put your e-brake up and then put it in first gear to help you remove rotor screws and shit like that. Next you're going to want to take out your lug nuts. I have this thing which makes it really helpful, and you just put it in and spin it out. Also make sure you loosen it while the tire is on the ground. Now that you've taken your tire off, you're going to want to remove your rotor screws, which are right here. Then you're going to want to remove your brake caliper using these two bolts. These two bolts right here. One on the top, one on the bottom. 1, 2. And then you remove your brake caliper. Also, I recommend using some of these shits, those ratcheting wrenches. I have a Craftsman set, and they really help. So you can just sit there, put it on here, and just ratchet it out. Now see, the problem is I don't have a 19. Take the bottom one off, because I think somebody used a 19 instead of the 17. So I'm gonna just have to sit there and do it. Alright, as you can see, these two bolts. Now that you removed your brake caliper, you want to give it a good pull, just like that. As you can see, there it is. Next, you're gonna want to get a bungee cord like this to hang the brake caliper on this thing, because you don't want it hanging and putting stress on the brake line. As you can see here, I got the brake caliper, and there's no stress on the lines whatsoever. Now sometimes these rotors do not want to come off, especially if you've had them for a while. So it's a good idea to just hit it with the hammer and it'll eventually come out. Just like that. Next you're going to want to take your new rotors out, and then you're going to want to clean them with brake cleaner to get this old oil off, so that they put them on the factory so it doesn't rust. Next you want to get a metal brush of some sort, and you're going to want to clean the rust so that you have a better and smoother finish, as well as a cleaner install, as well as vibration in the steering wheel. That also gets rid of that. So just sand it down, get rid of all the rust. As you can see here, you could also use some sandpaper. Now that you've got it all clean, I used some brake cleaner to clean the dust off, and then now you just put the rotor back on. So this is it. Next you're going to tighten the bolts down in a star pattern. So you take this, tighten it down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how you're going to tighten them down, so then everything is even and nice. And we're going to do the other side now. Alright, so let's say you got these rotor screws that do not want to come out. You're going to want to get this kit called Impact Screwdriver Set. As you can see, this is going to help you take out these stubborn screws. So what you do is you put this in here, and then you get a hammer and you hit the back of it. I can't really show you guys how it's done because I need 2 hands for this, but yeah. So you hit the hammer like that, and you put this in here, and it will take the screw out, because this is also a number 3 bit. People use number 2 and they strip these out. So this is the same exact thing as the other side. We're just gonna put the brake caliper with a bungee cord and take the rotor off, which is that rotor. Okay, I'll take the new rotor and clean it out. Also, by the way, these are not like some eBay shit. These are Hawk drilled and slotted rotors. These are actually a real brand. Do not get fucking eBay brake parts, because that's not nice. This is the only thing that helps. Brakes are the only thing. If you don't have brakes, then your car's not gonna stop and get in an accident. You can buy eBay whatever you want, mufflers, headers, whatever. But brakes, do not go cheap on them. I don't care if they're 50 bucks for 4 rotors. Don't get them. These 2 rotors cost me $100, and they were on sale too. Do not get eBay rotors and pads and brakes, guys. You can get brand name from eBay, just don't get the generic ones from China. Alright guys, this is the final result. I only put the front end because the rear brakes don't really do that much, and there's no really, I really already put new rotors in the back, so yeah. So this is the final outcome. It looked pretty cool. I'm thinking about painting my brake calipers yellow later, but yeah, this is the final result. So these are the rotors I got. Hawk Sector 27 Performance. Hawk Performance, as you can see, it's the real shit. It's not eBay.